the state of the nation. So thank you so much. It is a beautiful morning from the city of Ibadan or your state, Nigeria, and I'm sending love and light to your ways wherever you are in the world. My name is Mariam Mani, and welcome to this exciting episode of the platform. And the platform is where we discuss the state of affairs of the nation. And I have my guest in the house. In case you missed out on last week, on Tuesday episode of the platform, I actually talked about laws and rape allegations, and I have a human rights activist that we discussed at length extensively about the laws that is actually that has been put in place for all the rapists and everything that is associated with it. And because of popular demand and a lot of questions went unanswered on Tuesday, so I have to call him back today on Thursday in order to discuss more about this vices that is eating deep into our society. You know, if you train up a girl child, one thing that you should realize that you are training a nation, because a lot of children are going to come out of that, and there's nothing you can never take away the impact of a mother from a child, and it is what the society has fed this woman that is going to deliver to the generation that she is going to give back to. So whatsoever it is that you are thinking that maybe you are getting tired of these rape cases, you shouldn't get tired. You need to stand up and face this thing head on. I'll just go for this quick commercial break, then I'll be right back. And in case you just welcome back into the platform on Immaculate Television, and my guest is in the house. Okay, you met him on Tuesday, so his name is Mr. Babatunde Onilari. It's nice for you to join us again.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so very much. I'm so excited this morning because we talked about a lot of things, and a lot of people have been dropping their comments saying stuff about being enlightened and educated along this line of rape and laws. Okay, so the last question I asked on Tuesday was about society taking up responsibility concerning rape cases that they see. As a human, as an individual, do you have the right to take up rape cases that you see?
Yes, exactly. You see, in Nigeria of today, normally everybody is a police to your environment. You must secure yourself first. Now, when you come across a rape case, or probably in your neighborhood, you had probably a child is being raped, or a child is being molested, or any form of abuse on children or adults, there's something we call your individual power to get involved. So you get involved in the case, ask questions from the people there, and make sure the question you are asking, or whoever you are asking question, will give you the accurate information about the happenings there. Then you can forward it to National Human Rights Commission. Okay. You understand? You may even do it without the knowledge of the people that are involved.
Yes, the parents especially.
Because today we realize that some parents would rather want to sweep this kind of crisis on the carpet. Imagine a 8-year-old girl being defiled by a neighbor, and the parent of the child decides to collect money from the neighbor. After that, they decided that they do not want to pursue the case, forgetting that the child is a Nigerian, that the right that they have as parents, the child also has that right.
As an individual.
Yes, and there's child right law that protects even children from their abusive parents.
Okay.
Children are protected from their own abusive parents, talk less of outsiders. Now, if parents will not take action, then it beckons on the reasonable ones in the environment to take it up, inform National Human Rights Commission, and even the parents will not even know how we get to know. Then we'll get involved, make sure the child get justice, the offender get punishment, and everybody goes happy.
Okay, there has been this issue that has been happening that if somebody has been raped or was raped, or maybe after a while, can the person still come out maybe after a month, 2 months to come and say, I was raped? Because we know that all these events actually has its own side effects, like like PTSD and every other thing. Maybe you don't want to be stigmatized as a person, so you don't want to come out and tell the world that I was raped, because you don't want to be tagged the victim.
Yes.
You understand?
You see, the problem of our society is, like you said, PTSD. When an evil happens to you and you keep quiet, if the strength of the evil could endanger your health, you realize that after a while, you begin to have trauma. You understand? That is why it's always good when a child or somebody has been raped, and because of societal problem, they may want to tag you being raped and stuff like that. You did not say anything. One is dangerous, because I will really encourage people, if you see something, say something. If it happens to you and you keep quiet, you are not just keeping quiet for yourself. You are allowing the evil to happen to another person.
Okay.
Edmund Burke said the only reason for evil to triumph is for good men to say nothing. And Abraham Lincoln said, when a good man says nothing, that is evil enough. Understand? So when somebody has been raped, and after a while, you think you now have boldness to confront your accuser or your the rapist, and you want to fight. One, you must be sure you have facts and evidences.
Okay, there has to be evidence.
Yes, because you see, the world has turned upside down. While we have so many real rape cases in the society, that women are suffering, some women who are not possibly well trained are using it as meal tickets.
Yes.
Also, to lay false accusation against innocents. And some innocents have been punished for crimes they know nothing about. That's why we urge even women folks to please let Nigerian government be able to focus on real cases.
Okay.
It's the time for women to know that rape is a punishment, is a wickedness done to all women. It's not a time to want to use it to punish your a man that you hate in your community. No, please, let the real people who are victims of rape get justice.
Okay.
You understand? By making sure that even you support, as a woman, support other women who are suffering from this kind of thing. So right now, when it happens, we believe that a woman should get facts, figures, data, so that prosecution can go well. Because without facts and figures, adequate investigation, the rapist might go scot-free.
Thank you so very much, Mr. Babatunde Onilari. And wow, this. I think I'm getting more information, and he said some things that I'm still trying to wrap my head around. I think that one is very deep. He said that evil triumphs when the good man keeps quiet.
Yes, exactly.
Like that is a deep word, and I believe that you are keeping that to you. So you're keeping that to yourself, and you're using it. Okay, so my point is just that. Another thing is just that you just said something that women should support women that are going through stuffs like maybe rape and every other thing. That okay. Now my point is just that why is it that our government doesn't have laws concerning marital rape? Because we have abusive husbands.
Yes.
That after abusing a woman domestically, physically, or something, or emotionally, they still go ahead to abuse them concerning that they rape their woman. As an okay, and you know when it comes to, I'm passionate about this because I'm a woman, so. Though men do get raped, I'm not disputing that fact. But I'm going to the fact that some women are in a very bad abusive relationship that they are stuck there.
Yeah.
And maybe because psychological and every other thing like that is associated with it. Quite all right. But don't you think that the law is supposed to recognize marital rape? Because now, I'm commenting, sir. I'm just so passionate about this because women can be raped when they are married.
Yeah, of course.
Now, my point is just that after being abused, women are actually, when it comes to sex, emotionally we are attached to it. Women are attached to sex emotionally.
Yeah.
There is no way, no how that you are not going to have interest in somebody. Men can actually do that.
Yeah, of course.
But women cannot actually have sex with somebody that they are not psychologically inclined ways
Yeah.
for them to access. Why is it that we are not recognizing marital rape in Nigeria?
Yeah, you say, I like that, my sister. You say, marital rape.
Yes.
There are is one of the types of rape. You see, we have this male rape,
Yes.
raping a male. We have lesbian rape.
Oh,
yes, gay and lesbian rape, and we have marital rape, and we have male now to female, which is the common one. You see, rape is rape anywhere, whether married or unmarried. Rape is having carnal knowledge sexually of the opposite sex without permission to do so. You understand? Now, in marriage, a man may rape his wife and it will be recognized as rape. Like I said earlier, that sometimes or most times, rape is always very hard to establish. Now, in marriage, when a man decides to forcefully have sexual intercourse with the wife against the interests of the wife, is almost in the same category like an external, an outsider raping the same woman.
Okay.
You understand? Now, but one, because they are married, husband and wife, to establish it may be a bit difficult that he raped me. You understand? You see, that's why we normally encourage.
Sir, are you trying to tell us that there is, for marital rape, there are laws that handles that?
The rape law that protects women from being raped still covers that too. Because there are two individuals, despite the fact that they are married together. If a man beats his wife now, you understand, he's violating her right.
Okay.
The same way if a man beats a woman outside, you violate that woman's right. So now, if a man rapes his wife, it's almost similar to a man raping another woman outside. So it's rape. You understand? The only thing is that establishing that rape. You understand? Because right now, if a woman comes from outside to a man's house, not married to him, there are instances by which the rape can be still established.
Yeah.
But if a woman lives with the man as married to each other and had been having sexual relationship, possibly even having children already gone. Now, a time now came, the woman was not in the mood, the man wanted it and stuff like that, and it came in like that, forcefully and stuff like that, and the woman shouts, "I've been raped." She will need to really establish, she has more to establish for the rape to really be ascertained. But that does not mean that there's no marital rape.
Okay, there is.
Yes, if a woman can prove it beyond reasonable doubt that truly, because sometimes you see, sometimes when a man and woman are married, and you've been having relationship, probably because the man did not give you money and all, some things may happen that may make you to be angry that moment. And after this thing, maybe you begin to shout. You might probably maybe the man promised you money now, and you agree with him. After the whole thing, he refused to give you money. You raped me, you know. Only God will help us. That does not exonerate the fact that there is marital rape, but it's kind of extremely hard to establish. You understand?
Thank you so very much. This is so much enlightening. I'll just go for this quick commercial break and I'll be right back.
There are a lot of false information about the coronavirus. These are the facts. People of all ages can be affected by the coronavirus. However, older people and people with pre-existing medical conditions such as asthma, diabetes, heart diseases are more vulnerable to the disease. It is not for old people alone. Gargling salt and warm water or chewing garlic and ginger cannot prevent the virus. Drinking alcohol, hot lemon, palm oil or chloroquine will not kill the virus. The virus cannot be transmitted through mosquito bites. Antibiotics do not work against the viruses. Antibiotics work only against bacteria. Boiling pineapple peels, lime and ginger does not kill the virus. Putting raw onions in rooms will not ward off the virus. Using or spraying Dettol, special oils, and water all over your body cannot kill the virus. There is no scientific evidence that cooking, drinking, or eating any of these is an effective treatment for coronavirus. Do not self-medicate and take responsibility by sharing only verified messages from health authorities such as NCDC,
You're welcome back. It's still the platform on Immaculate Television. I have been discussing with Mr. Babatunde Onilari, a Principal Executive Officer of National Human Rights Commission. And okay, so in case you don't know, he has been able to tell us that there is marital rape and the court recognizes it, but there is a gray line around this thing that it is hard for this rape to be established. That and if it is to be established, a lot of things are actually. It doesn't make it to be recognized by the laws in general. Now, my point is just that there are some quarters that has been saying that the age for consensual sex in Nigeria is 11. Some says it's 14, and I am thinking, a normal human being, why would a 11-year-old girl or a 11-year-old boy or a 14-year-old boy or a 14-year-old girl says, I want to have sex with you? Does he even understand? Because when I'm growing up, until I was like 16, before I could understand what sex is actually is.
Okay. You see, God have mercy, like I used to say, that I used to pray for Nigeria. Anytime I want to talk like this on TV, on radio, that God have mercy on my country, Nigeria. The government, the Nigerian government is really trying to put things in a proper perspective. This issue of age for
consensual sex,
for having for a sexual relation, you see, a child is a child, and who is a child according to Child Rights Act? Child Rights Act stipulates that anybody below the age of 18 is a child. That is why a child cannot go into contract with you. If you are in contract with anybody that is less than 18, and if the contract backfires, that 18 years, that child that is less than 18 cannot be held accountable because he's a child. You cannot claim to have a contract with a child without somebody who will be like a guardian. A child cannot give consent in marriage because he's a child. You cannot say probably you met a girl of less than 18 years and you want to prove that she agreed to marry me. It's not possible. It's a child. Marriage is a contract. Marriage is a contract. And if a child cannot enter into a contract that will be tagged valid, then the marriage with the child must be null and void. Now, sexual consent. There is a Nigerian Sexual Offense Bill that was introduced to Nigeria by some great lawyers. I have their names, but I don't want to go into a nitty-gritty of the Nigerian Sexual Offense Bill. It stipulates the age for sexual consent to be 18. But some people edited it and tried to make it 11, some said 14, because of some angle at which they look at it in some laws for some people that probably they can marry children. But in Nigeria, the original, I'm saying it again, in Nigeria, okay, the original sex consent age is 18 years old. Some articles will tell you 11, some articles will tell you 14, but they are the articles that were taken from the adulterated Nigerian Sexual Offense Bill.
Okay, adulterated Nigerian Sexual Offense Bill.
The original Nigerian Sexual Offense Bill till today gives the age of sexual consent at 18 years old, because that is when a child becomes an adult and can decide, Mom, Dad, I want this person. Mom, Dad, I want this person. Then, even at 18, your parent may not be able to tell you no, yes, except if you can, they can only advise you. You can only seek their consent.
Okay.
But for you to make your decision at 18, therefore, to have sex with anybody, you understand, sometimes I'm not comfortable with even saying sex on air.
Say it.
Yeah.
We need
To
to
have,
discuss this.
to have this sexual relation with anybody, you must be 18. If a man has sexual relationship with a person that is less than 18, has committed a crime.
Oh wow!
In Nigeria.
This is so much enlightening, and I still have so many questions, but I don't want it to be like last week that he actually ran up because there were questions that were coming in.
Okay.
And in case you still have more questions, please just send it into the comment section, and I believe that we'll still be right back with this man to talk about this vices that has been eating deep into our society. And in case you don't know, okay, I think you just let me just say, what's your final word?
My final word is
Yeah,
that
what's it
I would like to look straight into the eyes of the parent. Please. Parents are the mirror that our children look up to learn. But most parents have become broken mirrors that do not give children adequate image for them to model their life after. So I'm appealing to parents to please be a good mirror by which your children can see themselves projecting into a greater future. Model your children at home, not only female children. When you train your female children very well, what about the male children that are not trained very well? May eventually cause harm to your female children that you train very well. So as you train your female children very well, train your male children very well also. Train your male children to respect women from childhood, so that when they grow, they will understand that women are virtues to nurture. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you so very much, Mr. Babatunde Onilari, and he is a Principal Executive Officer of National Human Rights Commission. And there is something that he said that I'm going to leave you with this morning, and he said that evil actually
Evil triumphs
when good men says nothing. Please, I just want to leave you with that, and I believe that as you do so, please just make sure that you reflect back on that over and over again. My name is Mariam Moni. One more time, do join me again on Tuesday with another exciting and exhilarating topic to discuss, and I'll bring you back another guest that will be so much educative like he is. So thank you so very much. Bye bye.